Who do you love? Baby, who do you love? Yeah. Baby, who do you love? Baby, who do you love? Yeah. Baby, who do you love? Who do you love? You love, you love. Who do you love? You love, you love. Like a bad rep, fella missed calls. Airplane mode, had to switch on. Please do not disturb me with your pitfalls. Betting with your life like you the big boss. When I know you got nothing on me, never. Going OD, you should know me better. Flying on planes just to get your way. You'll never see the day and replace parlays, no. But your ego won't let it go.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Off the Bat, sponsored by our folks over at the Spot. It's Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's got one thing on their mind, and it is to enjoy the weekend and enjoy the day off. Alpha, how you doing?
Good, man. Excited to dive into the weekend slate. We got a little bit of two-man game today. Breaking news, we're going to be talking about nothing but the New York Yankees, future Yankees, and we're going to go through the entire minor league farm system and break down exactly who the future is for your New York Yankees. I'm just kidding, guys. Excited to break down the whole slate, Hefe. How we doing?
Doing good, man. A little bit of a crappy weather in our area over the next 2 days. We're getting hit with a storm, just bad timing. But we move forward, and at least we got some sports to watch.
Yeah, a little information nobody cares about. Me and Hefe have an event to go to tomorrow that is at a pool. It is a birthday event, and it is going to be an absolute monsoon. So we'll have fun at that one, my friend. But excited to dive in today. Let's get into some baseball. Let's recap what happened yesterday. But before we do, Hefe, there's a group of people I think you got to let the people know about.
Yes, we want to tell everybody about Pickett. You got to get on there, guys. You got to download the app. We're doing weekly cash giveaways on there, guys. Use code 8. Excuse me. Use code ATSSPOT, ATSSPOT. Download the Pickett app. Go follow us.
Big news about them.
And breaking news about Pickett, guys. For all this time, I've been shouting out Pickett. All you Android users out there, it's not on the Google store. It's not on the Google. Guess what? Official. Pickett is now on the Android store. If you are an Android user out there, you go to your Google store, Play Store, whatever you guys call it. I've never had an Android in my life. But if you do have an Android, you can now join in on the Pickett Fund. Follow people like me, follow people like Alpha, follow people like Slam, follow people like BBB. We're giving out free plays on Pickett every single day. Make sure you use code ATSSPOT.
What play did I give out yesterday? Nope, that one didn't work. Nope, we got another Pickett play yesterday. But we are coming back with a vengeance. Pickett plays will be posted by 1 p.m. Make sure you check it out. Hefe, going over to yesterday's slate, anything stick out to you besides the Yankees' absolute thrashing of the Rays?
Excuse me. Blue Jays Angels was a great game. No, I'm not sick, by the way. I just drank this and it went down the wrong chute, and I'm just still recovering.
Proud of you.
Blue Jays Angels was a great game. I'm very surprised how that went. Impressed by Vladdy Jr. and how he was able to home run and get his team the victory there. Red Sox, White Sox, man. The Red Sox are probably the hottest offensive team in the league right now. They've scored 16 runs in 2 out of their last 3 games, I believe.
Yes, they just had an awful game in between.
It's incredible. This offense is on fire. They played today, and I definitely like them. And then the Reds yesterday dropping a 20-burger on the Cubs.
Which was great. I was happy with that one. We gave that one out on the show. That was our early play, the over there. So we cashed that one, I believe, in the 4th inning. That was a super easy one there. Looking at the rest of the slate yesterday, the Nationals, Rockies, that was a good one. We all, I believe, had the over there. It was Patrick Corbin Day versus Marquez. I know we didn't have you here yesterday, Hefe, but we gave you the shout out how we had 2 potential top 5 Hefe gas candidates on the bump. And it did what we expected it to do. The game flew over. The one game I had wrong yesterday in MLB the most was the Braves-Phillies game. I thought the Braves would get that one done with Kyle Wright, but Nola pitched a great game. Shout out to our boy Joe's picks. He was all over that one. Me and him were talking about it all day, so he got me on that one.
All right, man. Well, then we went through all of it. Let's rock and roll right into today. What do we got first? Rockies Nationals to start off the slate tonight. No day games tonight, so all these games. No day games today, so all these games are tonight. In this matchup, we have Gomber, 2-4, 4.11 ERA, versus Sanchez, 3-3, 7.16 ERA. Nice way to start the night with these two lovely pitchers. Yesterday saw the Rockies lose actually to the Nationals in that game that you mentioned with Corbin.
Yep.
He actually picked up the rare win for the Corbinator. Anyway,
Corbinator.
You got anything on this one?
Yeah, guys, I'm running it back with the over in this spot. It's a similar pitching matchup that we had yesterday, and we should see the bats get going. It is a lefty thrower in the Rockies, and the Nationals hit lefties pretty well. Taking a look at the combined ERA, we're sitting at the total score just on the combined ERA. They have an 11.5 combined ERA. Sanchez with a 7.2. Gomber with a 4.1. Neither pitcher's really been able to get any control this year. Both have high walk rates. I anticipate to see this one go over yet again, over 9.5. And what I always say is it is juiced on the under. We love players that are juiced on the other side. So you get it minus 102 on the over 9.5.
I like it. Rockies number 4 team in the league on the over this year. I'm right there with you. I see two pitchers that have very little control over their pitching right now, location right now, high ERAs. I can see this getting into the bullpen very quickly, and these teams both have proven that they could hit. So I'm with you on the over. That's exactly where my place is.
Love it.
Let's keep moving. Phillies Mets is the next game we're going after. This is an Elfin versus Carrasco matchup. Tale of two records here. Elfin 1-3, 3.6 ERA. Carrasco similar ERA, but he's 4-1, which means that his lineup is in for him when he's pitching, and the Phillies are not hitting for Eflin when he's pitching. I'll start off with this one. The Mets have proven to me that they can get through some adversity. It's not easy to go on a West Coast trip and go 3-3. And they did that with their injuries. So I'm rolling with the Mets here back home after a trip. They had a day off yesterday. I'm taking the Mets here to beat the Phillies. How about you?
Let's see some people trickle in here. I did just tweet that this is my favorite play of the day, which it is. Guys, this is such an overplay here. It is sitting at over 8 on DraftKings. It's the best odds I have it. Over 8 at minus 110. We have Falter versus Carrasco in this one. Taking a look at the pitching matchup in more depth. It actually says it's Eflin on ESPN, but on DraftKings and FanDuel, I'm seeing it as Bailey Falter. So that's interesting for tonight's game. Either way, though, if it is Falter, it's a bullpen game. If it is Eflin, I still like the over in this spot. Eflin's 1-3 on the year with an almost 4 ERA. He's given up equal amounts to hits to strikeouts in 37 innings of work. We should see this one go far over, guys. Carrasco gets hit very early. You know very early on if Carrasco is going to have a good game. He usually gets hit in the first or pitches a jet. And he is definitely due to get hit hard in the first by the Phillies lineup. I see this soaring over the 8. FA, what do you think?
Like I said, I'm going with the Mets here. I think coming back after a day off in between a West Coast trip, I like this spot for them today. So I'm taking the Mets on the money.
If you had to take a total on this one, do you like the over? Do you lean the under?
I do like the over. I think the Mets bats have proven to be stable. It's the Phillies bats that are up and down and erratic that you have to worry about. And if Carrasco's on, Phillies ain't going to score. If Carrasco's off his game a little, then Phillies are going to score. But Carrasco's proven to be pretty. Carrasco has actually won these high-scoring games this year so far, as you could see by his ERA versus record. So I like that lead.
And then also, if you take a look at the Mets' last 5, guys, last game, 12 runs. Game before that, 25 runs. Game before that, 16 runs. Then they had the outlier of only a 2-run game. But then the game before that, 14 runs. So in 4 of their last 5, they've given up 12 or more runs or scored 12 or more runs. So their games are seeing a ton of runs right now. And same with the Phillies. 4 of their last 5 have at least 7 or more. So both these teams are hitting right now and giving up runs. I think either you're muted or my mic's messed up.
I muted myself.
Beautiful.
Cleared my throat. Guardians, Tigers. This is Bieber on the mound for the Guardians, trying to right the ship for them versus Faedo for the Tigers. Bieber, 1-3, 3.5 ERA this year. Could be an indication of the lineup he has behind him. He's pitching okay. He's just not getting many wins. The Guardians are struggling themselves. Losers of 3 in a row, 4 to the last 5, heading into Detroit. This is game 2 of their series. They lost yesterday 4-3. You have a lean here?
Yeah, I mean, guys, if you look at the stat line of each pitcher, you'd probably assume Bieber is Fajedo. Fajedo's 1-1 on the year with a 3.0 ERA. Bieber's 1-3 with a 3.5 ERA. He's been pitching significantly worse than Fajedo. And Fajedo has gotten the job done for his team. The Tigers look good as well. I do have a lean on the Tigers plus 1.5 at minus 130. It's not an official play yet, but it may become an official play by the time my card gets sent out tonight. So a very strong lean on the Tigers plus 1.5 may end up being an official play for me. FA, what do you think?
I'm not going to straight fade. I'm taking the Guardians on the first 5. I think Bieber keeps him in this game while Bieber's in this game. I can get it. I'm getting a minus a half run. So I'm looking for the Guardians to be up by 1 heading into the late innings, which is right on par for you to cash your run line if you decide to make it an official play. I just think we're due for a classic Bieber outing. Low scoring, not a lot of hits, and hopefully the Guardians lineup could muster up some runs. Jose Ramirez maybe could wake up and get this team ahead in the early innings, and that's what I'm looking for here.
Absolutely.
What do we got next? Yankees Rays. Yanks got a good win yesterday. Much needed win in the first. This is the first time the Yankees are playing the Rays this year in comparison to they have already played the Orioles 13 times. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
But it's a 4-game set. Yankees got the first one. Today we have Tyone on the mound versus Springs. Yankees they're technically a dog. Some places have them at plus 110. DraftKings has them right now at even at plus 100. Alpha, the Yankees are not a dog very often.
No.
So it's scary when they are because you automatically think trap. Is this a trap?
I'm going to fall into it if it is. The Yankees have been the most profitable team to bet on this year, which is just the fact. They continue to get it done. They continue to win. You're going to give me the Yankees at a plus 110 value with Tyone on the bump, who's 4-1 on the year with a 2.9 ERA.
Why? I know it doesn't make sense.
It makes sense because Springs has been outstanding. If you take a look at the Springs numbers in depth.
ERA is fantastic.
Do you know what his ERA is at home?
No, what is it?
0.7. So Springs has been absolutely dynamic at home, which they are tonight. But the Yankees have done a great job at not beating starting pitching. That's not where the Yankees are winning ball games this year. The Yankees are winning ball games in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning when they take pitches, they work the starter out of the game, and they beat up on the bullpen. They've done it all season long when they have the best bullpen in baseball so far. So give me the Yankees. This one may be a first 5 Rays full game Yankees play, but I'm confident the Yankees pull this one out in the end. Yanks money line plus 110. Can't believe they're giving us plus money today.
I'm right there with you, man. I love the Yankees here. I don't think it's a trap. Yankees are 2-0 as an underdog this year so far. This is their 3rd game as an underdog, so I'm rolling with the crew. I'm going to go 3-0. I liked yesterday's game plan. I liked how they went about it. I liked that it was a game where you had to fight and scratch for every run, and the Yankees did just that. The Yankees were no hit for most of the first half of that game.
5. They were no hit to the 6th inning.
And
they went 7-0 or 7-1. They give a run later, whatever it was. But I love that those types of wins get me more excited than the scoring 6 runs in the first inning and coasting to like an 11-3 win. I'm going with Yankees today. I think we're hitting our stride. I know that's a crazy thing to say, but to Yankee fans, you can't lose 3 in a row. One of which to the Orioles. It was a bad little stretch. And I think now we're hitting that stride. I think the Yankees win this one easily today. Tyone's one of our best pitchers. What do you want me to say? Yankees have the best starting rotation in baseball by numbers this year. And then you take a look at yesterday. What did we get out of Nestor Cortez? He went 8 1/3. We only had to use 2 outs of the bullpen yesterday. The Yankees have a fully loaded bullpen going into tonight, and the Rays cannot say the same thing.
Yep. All right, guys, let's reset the room. Pause real quick. Let me give a shout out to our friends over. Pickett is where you need to be. First of all, we've always been talking about Pickett, but now you can get it if you're an Android user, people. That's right. No more just the Apple Store. Now it's on the Google Store too for all you Android folks. So no excuses. Everybody, scan that QR code or go to your App Store, whichever one you have. Download the Pickett app. Use code ATSSPOT, ATSSPOT. We're doing weekly cash giveaways if you use that code. On top of that, if you go follow me, Alpha, Slam, BBB, and so many others. You're getting free picks every single day on top of getting weekly cash giveaways, guys. It's really a no-brainer. My favorite, honestly, part of Pick It is their bad beat segment. They have a whole thing on there where you can go on there, see everybody's bad beats, and misery loves company. It's funny stuff. Unless you're on the side of the bad beat, then it's not so funny.
Yep. Not so funny. Thank you for covering me there, Hefe. My coffee has arrived and I have picked it up. I appreciate that.
No problem. Off to the Fish Sticks and the Braves tonight. This is an interesting spot for the Fish. Rogers on the mound, 2-5, 5.2 ERA. Anderson on the mound for the Braves, 3-3 with a 4.07 ERA. Braves are minus 140. Braves, Marlins road underdogs where they do pretty damn well this year on the run line. 16-6, while the Braves as favorites on the run line, 10-18. But the Fish have not been fishing lately, even though they've lost 4 of their last 5, and 3 of those have been one-run losses, which mean the run line hit. Braves, on the other hand, have lost 3 of their last 5, and they haven't been very close. What do you think, Alpha? Are you willing to put a little money on Fish Sticks plus 1.5? I have a minus 150 here.
I am, but I see it at minus 175. I am taking a shot on the Marlins money line at plus 130, guys. Taking a look at the pitching numbers in depth. Trevor Rogers, who is a good pitching prospect for the Marlins, only 24 years old, has not had a great year, 5.2 ERA in the year, but on the road, he only has a 1.2 ERA. Completely different pitcher on the road so far this year, and I think he's going to get this one done. Give me the Marlins on the plus 130. A value play for me. I think it gets it done. Hefe, you like the dog here?
I do. I like the Marlins here. I think these are the spots to look for the Marlins. Stay away when they're favorites because for some reason they don't play well, but when they're dogs on the road, they show up. They always do. I'm with you. I like the Marlins tonight. I'm going to honestly screw it. I don't even need the run line. I'm taking them as a outright dog. Marlins, money line. I'm all the way with you here, Alpha.
Love it. And we may have Acuna still be out tonight. The Braves are pretty banged up. We'll see if they get a bunch of their guys back or it continues to be a bench game.
Yeah.
All right.
What do we got? Brewers, Cardinals, everybody. Nice little matchup out in BBB land. We have shout out BBB, man. Everybody go to Big Brain Bets page right now and make sure you comment on his last post in all capital letters. Wake up. Wake up in all capital letters. If you do that and you tag ATS Spy, you will be automatically entered in a $25 giveaway. We will choose a winner tonight. Please make sure you do that. I'm not kidding. Anyway, back to the Brewers and Cardinals. Woodruff on the mound for the Brew Crew, 5-2, 4.7 ERA. He's winning games, but a lot of runs being scored. Hudson on the mound for the Cards, 3-2, 3.6 ERA. This game is in St. Louis, but Milwaukee's a minus 140 favorite. What do you think?
I'm on the Cards in this spot. Yet again, it's a dog play for me. I am taking this one on the red line, however, at a minus 130. Plus 1.5 at minus 130. Hudson's been a very solid pitcher this year. 3-2 on the year with a 3.6 ERA. Woodruff has not been Brandon Woodruff. We all know that. He's got an almost 5 ERA, guys. We all know how Woodruff did last year. He had, what was it, Hefe? 3 million batters in a row without a walk. He has 12 walks on the season already. So
it was 57 batters to start the year without a walk. No, 57 strikeouts before his first walk. It was something absurd. And I think the funny stat was his first batter this year on opening day, he walked him.
Yeah, he walked 2 in the first inning in the first game. Hilarious. So he's struggling. He has yet to find his form, and until he does, I'm going to be fading him. There's good value on the run line when Woodruff is pitching right now. The Brewers' bats have not been great, and it's been a good spot all year. I'm going to continue to play that angle. Plus 1.5.
Nothing official for me on this one, but I totally lean with you. I like the Redbirds here. I will take them on the run line. It's a lean, but I definitely lean that way. Not impressed with Woodruff. His you could get really blinded by that 5-2 record. You got to dig a little bit deeper to see the type of who he beat and what situations it was. So I'm with you on the Cardinals run line here. What do we got next?
Last game of the night. Quick.
Jays and Angels. Now this one, I have to admit, I'm believing this is a trap because I can't make sense. The Jays are minus 120 in Anaheim tonight. They just beat the Angels. They just beat Ohtani last night. And the Jays have their best pitcher on the mound, Manoah, 5-1, 1.6 ERA. The Angels are throwing out Silseth, who's 1-1 with a 2.6 ERA. The Jays are road favorites here. This is a tough spot. It's almost too good. It's almost too good.
Manoah has not pitched that well on the road. I think that's why we're seeing a line as well on the road. I think that's why we're seeing a line as it is. And the Angels are one of the better home teams in the MLB this year, coming in at 15-10. So the line is interesting, but the Blue Jays are 10-12 on the year. So, I mean, maybe we have to stop looking at the Blue Jays, how we look at the Blue Jays, and look at them as the team that they've been. They are 10-12 on the road this season. So maybe that's why we're getting a line as it is. Me saying all of that, still I'm on the Blue Jays tonight. The Angels bats did not show me anything last night. I was on the Angels. They were very disappointing. And they're going up against Manoah, who's very dominant against right-handed batters. Who do they have in the lineup? They have Rendon. They have Trout. They have a lot of big righty bats. So I anticipate the Blue Jays getting this one done tonight. Silseth is still a bit of an unknown. Chase Silseth, he's 1-1, 2.6 ERA. He's given up 7 hits, 10 strikeouts in only 10 innings of work. So not a lot of tape on him, not a lot that you can get on this guy so far. But I still think the Blue Jays have enough to get this one done under their big, heavy right-handed thrower, Manoah.
I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I'm off this game. I obviously want. If I was going to put my money on this game, it's a Blue Jays or layoff. I'm scared. It's too good to be true to get this beautiful number of minus 120. But hey, if it pays off, it's incredible. So I'm gonna skip it. But I'm rooting for you. And if you like the Blue Jays tonight, run because this is such a great number.
I think it is as well. I think this will close closer to minus 130, minus 135. So if you do like it, there's value. FanDuel has it right now, minus 115. Even better odds than we're showing.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, we are almost at the end. We're almost at best bets. Before that, I just want to give one more shout out to our friends over at Pickett. They just opened up on the Google Store, guys. Android users, finally, your time is here. Make sure you scan the code. Make sure you download the app. Make sure you use the code ATSPOT so you can be entered in weekly cash giveaways, people. Stop making me say it. Just do it already.
Follow us, guys. BBB, you can call him Sleepy. We'll have a Max Sleepy lock on Pickett tonight. Make sure you follow Sleepy.
Max play on Pickett coming from BBB tonight. Newsflash, it will not be Blues by 90. We will not tolerate that type of nonsense. All right, Alpha, scream at us.
All right, boys, let's get into it. Best bets off the bat style. My first best bet, guys, is going to be that Mets-Phillies over the 8. My second best bet is going to be the flag behind me, the New York first place, best team in baseball, Yankees, plus 110. My third and final best bet is going to be that early over as well in the Nats, Rockies, over 9.5, minus 102. Hef, what you got?
I'm going to the Yankees money line with you. And then my next 2 are games didn't go over. So I'm just going to really quickly roll through them. I'm taking the Red Sox on the run line, minus 1.5 at plus 105 odds. Red Sox are hot. Their bats are on fire. They're playing the Orioles, so I don't think they can catch up. I think the Red Sox can win this one by 2 or more runs easily today. Orioles have Bradish on the mound, who's at 5.7 ERA. Red Sox throwing out Whitlock, who's been pretty good. My last play, I'm taking the Astros on the run line, minus 1.5. This is my favorite play of the day. Verlander. 6-1, 1.2 ERA, 0.72 whip on the road in Seattle versus Flexen, who is gas can top 5 right now at 1-6, 4.98 ERA. Let's round it up to 5 with a whip of 1.43. Give me the Astros minus 1.5 here. They should absolutely rip apart Flexen, and Verlander should keep the M's quiet.
Yeah, I want to throw before. Do you have any more best bets?
That's it.
Cool. I'm also on that. I know we did not go over the Astros here. I parlayed the Astros with the Padres. Little square, little plus 120 parlay action. It's my only MLB parlay today.
I like that. I like the Padres. So Manaea is going for them, right?
Manaea. Exactly.
All right, everybody. Well, that does it here for Off the Bat. In 4 hours, we will be on Off the Bounds, where we will tell you if the Celtics will end the Heat season tonight and head to the NBA Finals to face the Warriors. But don't worry, we all know the answer to that. But you got to tune in because we're going to have props on props on props on props. We'll give you over-unders. We'll go through the game. We'll go through what we saw yesterday. See you guys in 4 hours. Until then, peace. Go download Pickett, people. And go make sure. Everybody comment. Wake up on BBB. Wake up, BBB. $25.